Welcome to this video on ninja tools. Today we'll be looking at ninja breaking and entry tools. And remember, this video is part of the Ninja Weapons and Tools playlist here on YouTube. The art has been done by Sekihitsu Shinobi, so please follow him on Instagram and keep up to date with all of his work. The information in this video comes from the Book of Ninja, which is a translation of the ninja manual, the Bansenshukai. And today we'll be working from pages 342 to 356. The first thing you should know about Japanese buildings is that they are not very secure. Western travellers visiting samurai Japan commentated on how thin the walls were and how easily they could be broken open. However, while it might have been relatively easy to penetrate buildings in Japan compared with Europe, the shinobi had to do it in the dark, they had to do it quietly, and they had to do it without alerting anyone to what they were doing. Now, Japanese doors are secured by padlocks, by wooden door bolts, by latches, and by locking sticks. Padlocks come in various sizes. Door bolts secure on the inside and latches hold windows in place. These are easy to understand. But the locking stick is a bar that fits across the tracks of a sliding door on the inside of the building. This is so that the path of the door is barred and you can't open the door. To bypass doors, the shinobi use multiple tools. Tools such as the folding kama, the hamagari folding saw, the HASAMI snippers, the SHIKORO saw, and a selection of kiri drills, some of them spikes and some of them U-shaped. Now, the shinobi may try to prise open the doors where they meet with the HASAMI snippers and then dislodge the locking bar. The kiri drills would be used to make a circular hole in a wooden panel. They did this by turning and screwing the U-shaped drills until a circle was made. After making this hole, they could put their hand in and feel about for the locks. If a shinobi could not reach something, they would adjust the angles of the hamagari saw, put their hand through the hole and start to saw at the internals from the outside. The shinobi might find a weaker part of the wall next to a latch on the inside and put his hand through the hole and unlock it. However, this can be quite noisy to use a saw, so he might have to use lubricant. Now we come to the Japanese padlock. This is quite different to the Western padlock and needs explaining. Japanese padlocks come in two halves. One has prongs that are set up to spring outwards, and the other half is constructed so that the prongs click into place and the two parts lock together. The only way to open the lock is to push those prongs back together so that they lay flat and release the two halves of the lock. This is done with a key which pushes those prongs together. Because the shinobi did not have the key, he would use shims or lockpicks and try to force the prongs to lay flat. Using more than one shim if needed, the shinobi worked on all the prongs until the lock clicked open and he could remove it. In the Bansenshukai, these prongs are called wings. The above information and tools are mainly for infiltrating houses. However, a ninja also had to break through military fences made of bamboo. This he could do with strong snippers or the folding kama to cut away sections of the bamboo fence. This allowed the ninja and his team entry into a secure area. Finally, we turn to the long bag or the naga bukuro. This has an iron fitting at one end which holds a long cloth bag and has two spikes forged into it. These spikes are driven into the side of castle foundations or into high banks, and while the shinobi cuts away at the wattle and daub walls above, the debris can fall into the bag and not into the moat, keeping the mission as silent as possible. Without this long bag, the clumps of clay and wood would fall into the water below, alerting the guards. There are more ways in which the shinobi would break in, but these are the main points from the Bansenshukai. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our playlist and do not forget to support Sekihitsu Shinobi on Instagram. If you would like to read the full chapter on the Bansenshukai, please pick up a copy of the Book of Ninja. Until next time, from me and Sekihitsu Shinobi, goodbye.